but nobody ever really listens to me until it's too late anyway. So hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Prissy Missy. As you guys know, we here to talk, and I'm just here to say what I gotta say and say how I feel about things that we're all thinking but people are just scared to say. So 90 Day Fiance, you guys know that Jihoon and Deavan have been literally going through it. And when I say going through it, they have literally been crossing the mountains, the rivers, the oceans, and they ain't getting nowhere. Literally every single episode that we've watched, Jihoon is literally getting yelled at. He's getting ostracized. He's been told he's stupid, he's dumb, he ain't ish. And that just all stems from the fact that baby, he been a deadbeat. And you know, he finally started to take accountability for the fact that yeah, he was a deadbeat. You know, Deavan, one of her conditions before she came to Korea was the fact that she was like, look, if I come back to Korea, you're gonna have a job and you'll be able to contribute to not only your child but taking care of us as a family. Jihoon's like, girl, I got you. Like, I got you. Like, I got a job, I got money, like that's no issue. And the whole time watching the show, I'm like, Jihoon, you don't have a job. Like, you need to stop playing. And Devin's like, well, what kind of job do you have? And he's like, oh, tiling. It's a tie. And I'm like, what's tiling? What is tiling? Like, make it make sense, Jihoon. Asking him that. And I'm sitting there like, Devan, girl, you know he ain't got no job. But you know what? Just go on and take that risk. So she does that, right? And not only does Devan have a child with Jihoon, because Jihoon really wanted to see his baby, and he hasn't really seen his baby since the baby was born, and the baby was like 1. So he was like, yo, desperate times call for desperate measures, and I'm just gonna have to lie to get her over here. And so anyway, not only does Devan have a child with Jihoon, she's got a child from another relationship, and that's her daughter Drascula. Not only she bringing 1 kid, but she bringing 2 children over to Korea. She gets to Korea, let me tell you, just like I said, Jihoon has no job. He has no money, like literally nothing, right? They're doing all this drastic stuff. Devan's over there with her mom. Her mom's literally like doing all the dramatics for TV, and I'm just sitting there like, girl, if you want to come on for another season, you'll be on for another season. Devan finally found out why her man, Jihoon, aka her husband, doesn't even have a job. And you guys want to know what his excuse was for not having a job? Because he wanted to nap. Y'all, I'm not kidding. This man literally told her the reason why I have not been able to go and look for a job, why I have not found a job, why I cannot get a job that pays good is because I wanted to nap. This man was like, yo, sleep over everything. If I ain't sleeping, I ain't moving, okay? So he literally said like any type of job that he was looking for literally had to like work around like his sleep like schedule, how he wanted to sleep, how he wanted to take naps. Like, baby, he was like, I just want to sleep. Like, that's what's his thing. And I'm thinking like he's gonna tell her like, oh, like I can't find a job because it's hard to find a job out here. No, his reason was because this man was like, I prefer to like take naps than take care of my kids. So of course I'd be frustrated because it's like, not only do I have 1 kid here, but I have 2 kids here. You haven't provided for your child, and then on top of that, you tell me that the excuse for reason why you could not provide and contribute, and you've had me out here struggling is because your ass wanted to nap. I'd be mad too. I would be hella mad. But anyway, so he tells her that, right? And literally Devan's like tearing up or whatever, and then later on Jihoon's like, yeah. And then also when I was, you know, smashing them cheeks, you know, smashing them things like pancakes, you know, I wasn't really expecting for us to stay. I was like really expecting to toot it and boot it. Devin's like, okay, fine, we're like getting through all of this, you're telling me the truth. She's like, we can work on the relationship. And he's like, okay, you know, for me, I respect someone for taking accountability, for the ish that they did, and Jihoon was starting to take accountability for all the ish that, you know, he had done, the wrongs, and he was trying to, you know, right his wrongs. So I was like, yeah, I respect that. Like, yeah, you wasn't shit for being a deadbeat dad, basically, because you just wanted to nap and just not provide for your child, but now you like really want to be there for your child. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Like, let's do this. So, you know, he's doing that, but then Devan's mom is literally coming back on camera saying that he ain't ish, he's not this. Like, you know, Devan's up here and Jihoon's down here, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, girl, I'm gonna get back to you later. Anyway, come to find out, you know, they've been having all these relationship issues, doing all this extraness on TV, like trying to bring Jihoon down, even though, like, yeah, I mean, he was a deadbeat dad, and I definitely didn't support him for not doing his job, but at least now he was trying to do his job and do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta give the man credit where credit is due. I mean, like, yeah, he should be taking care of his kid anyway, but you know what I mean. There are these rumors going around, and we started to hear that Devan got a new man a few days ago, and come to find out, Devan ain't got no shame. Devan was straight up like, yeah, I got a new man. I'm married, but I got a new man. So Devan's actually back in the United States, and Jihoon is in Korea. She's brought her child with Devan. I mean, she's brought her child that she has with Jihoon back to the United States with her daughter Drascula, and she literally posted her man as well, with no shame. She ain't got no shame. I was like, girl, what? Like, what is you doing? Anyway, she comes back and she confirms. She's like, yeah, straight up, I got a new man. Before, like, everything had happened, before we had seen that, like, when these rumors were going around, Jihoon had said that he was gonna get off social media. He had put out the statement, was like, yo, I'm getting off social media, but it wasn't confirmed if she had a man or not. Sorry if y'all see lipstick in my teeth. He was like, yo, I'm getting off social media, but at the time nothing was confirmed. But this is what he had said: not everyone is perfect. Me and Devan, even Alicia, I'm so sorry, but please stop all the criticism, especially Alicia. Alicia is Devan's mom. They're probably having a harder time than I am. I heard that Alicia and Drascula is under threat of murder. It is 100% wrong. I'm begging you guys. I just want peace. I apologize to you guys, but thank you so much. Devan comes out a few days, like, she comes back like a week later. And this is when she, like, decides to confirm that, like, yeah, man, I got me a new man. I got me a new boo. And I don't feel no shame about it. Like, and yeah, like, Jihoon is not going to see his kid. So then Devan says this. She goes, I'm just going to say something. I'm blocked on social media. My number is blocked. I reached out, sent photos of my son with no replies. I've tried and offered to come to Korea. I'm sick of being blamed when I'm the one trying to co-parent. I was told several times to just pretend it never happened because that's what this certain person wants. I'm the one who paid for all the hospital bills. I'm the one who paid for everything in Korea. I'm the one still supporting my son with no help. I'm the one doing everything. So why am I being attacked? Because I moved on? Because I was tired of being used and not getting any help in return? I tried, and this person has said some vile things about my son and has blocked any way of me getting in contact to even send photos of my son. But yet you guys attack me. You don't know what happened behind closed doors. You don't know what type of evil happened. I'm sick of being attacked and blamed and being told I'm a horrible person and I took my son away. You guys don't know the half of it. My daughter's healing and I'm healing. Wait till the tell-all. I'm tired of this. Something bad happened that can never be forgiven. I tried to co-parent that, but that's kind of hard to do when the other parent has deleted any type of way to get in contact. Also kind of difficult when the only time he contacts you is to call you degrading foul names. He told me time and time again he wants to pretend it didn't happen and has called me, my son, Drascula foul things. I'm done. I'm sick of the lies. I'm tired of pretending it's okay. I'm done. So she said all that, and then Jihoon was like, girl, hold up. And then he said, he came back on social media, let me just say one thing. I always want to see my son. You don't know how I feel. I don't want to speak English anymore. I don't want to speak English anymore. Will you stop this childish social media fight? He said, and then he said, I can't speak all my feelings in English. You see me as a fool. Now I think of him every day, but I can't think of him right now. So I spend the day focusing on other things. The reality is terrible. I know all of this shit. Like, he's going to have a new father. Do you know how it feels? My heart is breaking. My heart is always breaking. It happened without my knowledge. There's no divorce on paper right now. Do you know how it feels? Someone's gonna tell me don't pretend to be a victim. I never did that. I'm just a normal person. It's been a while since I've seen Instagram and it's so stupid. I just want to focus on myself right now. I like to forget the pain. I'm tired of speaking English. Everyone just watch all the results at tell-all. Did you forget your son? Don't ask me that stupid question. I'm human too. I'm not a psychopath. And she said she showed him to me in December, and every summer, yeah, we talk to the translator, but I don't think she knows what I really mean, and I don't want to get involved in their life, so I block them all. So extreme, but that's how I organize my mindset. I will never forget my son, and I love him forever. Every time I try to be comfortable, I keep seeing things. I want to be comfortable now. So that was from both Deavan and also that was from Deavan and Jihoon. So here's my take on things, right? The baby is like, so Jihoon's child with Drascula, whose name is Taeyang. Deavan has this pattern of kind of going with men based on like how she's feeling in the moment, and that just seems to be like her pattern. Like, she went to Korea because she, like, apparently she had this like K-pop phase. Like, she really was in the K-pop phase, which is why she ended up in Korea to begin with. And before that, the guy she was with, I guess she was like in this like vampire like gothic phase, and so that's who she was with, and that's who she ended up having a child with. The first guy had said the same thing, that Deavan kept bullying him. She was bringing him down and just like making him feel like a POS and just all these things, right? The same things that Jihoon is saying right now, okay? So here's my thing. They said like she had this K-pop phase, which is why she ended up in Korea, and then she had this baby with Jihoon, and you know, she changed her appearance, she changed her style to fit the phase that she was in. Like, if you guys see like, you know, what she was like before versus like what she like looks like now, it's completely different, right? We all know that Jihoon actually does curse when he gets frustrated because he knows he can't speak the language. And if you watch him on the show, when he's trying to explain himself and he's trying to communicate, he starts cursing, right? So I don't think that he was trying to literally curse at her, and I feel like she knows that, but she's trying to like use that against him. And I'm in no way defending the man, but like at the same time, it's like we've seen this on TV. We see like, you know, what has gone on and how he gets really frustrated and he starts cursing, and then sometimes he even like walks away, right? Which is childish. Like the whole walking away, like, you know, I get like, you know, you got to release. At this point, really needs a babysitter, because girl, like, what are you gonna do? Every single time you find a new man, you're gonna expect them to take care of the last man's kids? Like, I feel like that's so wrong, and I just don't feel like that's healthy for the kids, because Taeyang is about 1.5 years now, and which means she just came back from Korea, because she was in Korea for a long time. I also feel like she was talking to this guy during this time where the show is filmed. I just feel like she was just planning on leaving Jihoon anyway, and this show was just kind of like for her to like set up her motive for her to leave and just kind of like get on and move on with her life. Like, I just feel like she was ready to come back to the States. She had no plans of staying in Korea. COVID happened and she stayed there longer than what she wanted to, and in her mind, she really just wanted to come back to the States and just kind of live her life and get her a new man anyway. So I just feel like that was her plan all along, and her mom was there to like help her, you know, make her look like the good guy and make Jihoon look like this. I mean, yes, he deadbeat. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do in the beginning, but just like really try to break him down as a person, even though Jihoon was like, yeah, I take accountability for being a horrible dad. Like, yeah, I was horrible. Like, I really sucked, you know. So I just feel like I'm just calling out the BS. Because, girl, I'm about to fall for your BS. Like, you knew you wanted to come back to the States. Like, you knew you did not want to stay in Korea. And now you're expecting this guy to just take care of these two kids. Like, girl, no, you need a babysitter. Like, at this point, like, girl, those are two kids too much. Like, now what if it doesn't work with this guy who you just met and now your kids are calling him daddy? Like, girl, what? Like, I'm gonna need for you to do better, okay? Like, at some point, I feel like she just needs to step back. She needs to be by herself. Like, it just seems like she can't be alone, and I feel like she just needs to take the time to heal. And, you know, she says she's like taking the time to heal, but girl, you literally just brought this baby home and now you got a new man and now they're calling him daddy. Like, girl, what? Girl, no. Where's Alicia in all of this? And my issue too with this whole thing is Alicia constantly is always saying how, like I said, Jihoon is down here and Alicia's up there. She keeps saying that, you know, Deavan's standards are so high, but I'm like looking at her like, how are Deavan's standards so high? Like, she literally just goes with the motion, and whatever falls, you know, whatever phase she's in or whatever she wants to do, she just goes with it. And at that time, she needs to just admit she's a free spirit and whatever happens, happens. Because, girl, at this point, Alicia, girl, you can't say she got standards because she just be doing whatever she want to be doing. And then whatever happens, she don't want to take, like, accountability for those consequences. Like, you knew you were having a baby with this man overseas. You didn't know his financial status. You didn't know what his background was. And you didn't know, like, what he did. But yet, standards are so high. Like, girl, bye. Like, she just wants to put her daughter in a good light. But, like, girl, let me call you out on your stuff too. Like, sis, your daughter was doing her, which is great. I'm glad she was doing her. But at the same time, your daughter did not care to be like, oh my God, this man is so rich. Like, let me get with a rich man. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, whatever. He was a good guy. You know, he did his thing. He was cute and she did her thing. And then she got pregnant. And now you mad. And you just need to admit that you mad. And you technically mad at your daughter for doing this. But, you know, you just got to accept it for what it is. Like, what? Are we going to deny that? Like, no, girl. Is like, you know, yeah, he was a deadbeat. And definitely he should have been doing better from the beginning. Like, when you have a child, like, you don't come first anymore. Like, you wanted to take naps and you wanted to sleep, like, no, you know what I'm saying, that does not happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to do what you're doing. And the thing about it is, if Deavan decides to get married here, she can technically get married because she got married in Korea. So I just feel like legally she could just get married, and I feel like that's what she's gonna do. But girl, no, like, no. And I'm also tired of cast members always being like, let's just wait till the tell-all. First of all, you don't know how the tell-all is going to be, like, edited. So you're just hoping that the tell-all is going to be edited in your favor. And you might end up looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? They were probably asking Jihoon all these questions during the tell-all to, like, make him look crazy so that it will be put in the show so, like, she doesn't look like the bad guy. But she knows that Jihoon does not speak English, so she knows that sometimes things are not translated the way they need to be translated. And then on top of that, she knows Jihoon is not going to be able to get his papers anytime soon. Like, they're going to make it so hard for him to get his papers to come here. So she knows they both got to put in that extra effort. I think right now they are both being selfish. Jihoon kind of seems like he wants to run away from his problems because of, like, seeing her on the internet with a new man and seeing her with her new boo, and she's still married to him, which sucks, and I feel bad for him. But at the same time, this is what happens when y'all got an international baby. At the end of the day, Jihoon, like, you need to just take responsibility and just try to figure out how you're gonna co-parent. And if she's willing to go over there for 3 months so you can see your child, then let her do that. You know what I'm saying? Let her do that, because other than that, how you gonna see your child, baby? You gonna see your child through pictures. But I think that they're both being selfish. Jihoon just needs to wake up and know that this is his situation right now, regardless of what he doesn't want to see on the internet. It is what it is, okay? Like, you can't run away from it. Like, it is what it is, and your baby is your #1 priority. So if he's trying to get himself together so that he can be better for his child, then that's great. But for him to just be like, I'm just trying to run away and I'm gonna block them so I don't have to see them or anything, like, no, baby, you just hurting your chances of seeing your child and being with your child. And that's what I gotta say. But Deavan and Alicia, they be trying it. Like, girl, don't come on TV trying to say, oh, your standards are better. Like, girl, and you out here moving on, and you, girl, no, get you a babysitter. And I got babysitters. I got 1-800 babysitters, because, baby girl, I can help you out. Definitely want to hear what you guys think. I don't agree with either of them in this situation, but nobody ever really listens to me until it's too late anyway. So I want to know what you guys think. I feel like she always tries to play victim, and it's like, girl, you can't always play the victim. Like, you also have to take accountability for your actions as well. Like, you do stuff too. You're not perfect, you know what I'm saying? That man is not perfect, but girl, you're not perfect either. So I hope to see you guys next time. I hope you guys have a good day. Like, you guys know, I said I will probably have lipstick on my teeth, which sucks, but whatever, the show must go on. So I hope to see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.